Hi, I'm Leilani, and welcome again to Leilani Drinks the Brown Stuff in my backyard. It's a little chilly tonight, but we are about to get warmed up. Because when I did the episode of Basil Hayden's Dark Rye, a couple of the viewers, including Sam, had stated, you should do something on this whiskey. And I happened to see it at my local grocery store. It happened to have some really cool wings on the back, like this. And I was like, gimme. So tonight, we are getting into Angel Envy's Kentucky Straight Bourbon. It is 86.6 proof. It is 43.3 ABV. It ran me roughly around $44, and it's going to cost about $45 to $55. You know, they wrote that it is batch number 75E. I don't know what that means. Envy, ecstatic, excellence, ergo, who knows? And then it's bottle number 7300. Now they happen to typically age their whiskeys. Why am I having a hard time speaking tonight? Maybe it's the chill factor. Brr. But they typically age their whiskeys for about 6 years. And then they blend their bourbons in like, 8 to 12 barrels in small batches. And I say 8 to 10 and 8 to 12 because from one page of their website to the next page of the website, they had 8 to 10 and then 8 to 12. And I was like, which one is it? Maybe it's 8 to 11. Who knows? We're just throwing it out there. And then after that, they actually take their whiskey and age it for another 3 to 6 months in like these 60-gallon ruby port barrels that are made out of French oak and imported directly from Portugal. Now, Lincoln Henderson's name, which is right up on this bottle, he was the master distiller from 1938. Well, not from 1938. He was born in 1938. And he passed in 2013. He had his hand in a couple other productions like Woodford Reserve and Gentleman Jack. This is actually his one and only whiskey that he did independently, you know, which is fascinating that all his life he spent helping other whiskeys, and this was his pride and joy that he made. Now, a little cute story that I ended up finding out on the website was that when he was 12 years old, him and his brother decided that they were going to steal an airplane out of the Alaskan airfield. Now, they ended up crashing because they're 12. They don't know how to fly, but they crashed into a hangar. What was so funny was that they never got caught. Now, I did one thing wrong in my life. I got caught, just wanted to live the straight and narrow path. He didn't get caught for crashing an airplane at 12. Oh, what a cute little story. Now, there are a couple Hendersons that are working in their family business. And Wes is one of them, and he is the co-founder and the chief innovation officer. Now, he was the one that ended up convincing his dad to come out of retirement and to create their own. Now, if you have a pappy, pops, appa, a father, daddy who is doing some creative stuff but doesn't know how to take it to the next level, you as kids need to help build a legacy. And that's what he did. Now, he is a certified pilot and a firefighter in his own right. He even had a hand in producing the whiskey Clyde Maids. Now, I tried that whiskey in Austin, Texas, and I have been eyeballing it ever since to try to get it on the show. Eventually we will, but so many whiskeys, so little time. Now, they also have Kyle Henderson working there, and he is the production manager, and he oversees every step from grain to bottle of the whiskey. There's also Andrew Henderson, who is the lead distillery operator. Now, he started off labeling the bottles, literally labeling them. And then from there, he went to filling the bottles. Now he's in processing and production. So it goes to show you, even if it's your family's name on it, you should start at the bottom so you know everything about it so you can run this business quickly and efficiently and well. That's how you do a family legacy business. So tonight, look how sexy this bottle is. It's got curves, yo. Reminds me of my hips. Not as sexy, but you know. And came with a little booklet. It had a little information on it, but not as much as I would have liked. It is handwritten here, 75E, 7300. And it says it's finished in port wine barrels. So let's get on with it, because I'm so excited. Oh. Preparation makes me happy. Oh, so happy. All right. Now, I do like this for some reason. These little labels have been killing me. Let's see if this just... Oh, see now? That's ugly. Oh. Ah, yes. Caramel and vanilla right off the note top. Tongue-tied this episode. That's what you should call it, tongue-tied. No? Come on. Yeah, definitely the caramel and vanilla. A little bit of the tobacco. I smell like wildflowers. This is interesting. A little flowery smell and an orange zest. It comes with the bourbon. Cream. Smells like some cream. Well, let's get this cream into a glass. A woman's pour. A woman's pour. Oh, and that's a nice rich color, guys. That probably comes from those ruby red Portugal French oak barrels. There's a clean scent to it, like a lemon that's coming through. It's not just orange. What is that? There's some undertones of a little bit of berry, like maybe a blackberry with a hint of like cantaloupe. I know! What am I smelling? But I do smell the cantaloupe, and I love cantaloupe, so I know when I smell it, so don't be questioning me. And like a little bit of that sandalwood, cedar wood, kind of woodsy smell to it. Oh, but before I drink, I forgot to mention that around 2014, this company created Toast the Trees, and they ended up partnering up with the Arbor Day Foundation and the Green Forest Work, and they have planted 80,000 new white oak trees in reclaimed national forests, because the future. You take with whiskey, you give with whiskey. That's what these companies are doing now, which I'm very excited and happy about. And I support it all the way. Hence me drinking it all the time. Let me taste this. There's definitely the orange zest resting at the back of my mouth right now. There was a pop of warmth that happened kind of like in the middle of the tasting instead of the front or the end. That floral is definitely coming through with the orange zest. But it's so clean smelling, clean tasting. A slightly heavier feel to this liquid. I wonder if it's from the port barrels. That just went through my nostrils. Wasn't ready for that. All up in this headspace. But it wasn't crazy. It was just telling me, hey, be easy. I find it interesting, guys. It's a Kentucky bourbon, but it doesn't have that overpowering kind of feel and burn. It doesn't also have that really thick caramel vanilla feel to it that most whiskeys that have been aged in these oak barrels. And I'm thinking it's because of the port finish, but it's a nice, clean whiskey to have. I mean, it doesn't jump out at me. It's not grabbing me by the throat and going, but it's like, oh, okay, whiskey. Yeah, I find it steady. I find it solid. It's not knocking my socks off with the port wine barrel finish that I've heard about. But it's nice. It's, how do I say it? Solid. Solid. It is a solid whiskey to try. And I'm hoping that in a week or so, the orange might mellow out and I might be getting other flavor profiles. But right now, I'm just tasting a bit of the caramel, the vanilla, and the orange with a little bit of floral to it. And some cedar, sandalwoodish wood kind of a feel to it. And that's about it. So Leilani drinks the brown stuff, although loving the curves and the bottle and loving the story, is going to have to give Angel's Envy 3 kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Because it's a solid whiskey. It tastes kind of like most of the bourbons that I've tasted. And for it to come across at about, $45? I mean, the way I feel about Angel's Envy is that, it's solid. It ain't gonna take you to heaven, but it sure ain't gonna take you to hell. So, cheers.